Argyle.
Oh wow, wow. Cheers Gerry.
Well done, Murray.
Thank you, ibuprofen.
Good to see the knee back out on the hill.
Yeah. Fantastic, wow.
Yeah, lovely.
What walk's that now?
That's Loch Goyle.
Have you ever been up a mountain where you've been told, or maybe read, the views from the summit are fantastic and you're really looking forward to seeing them, but for one reason or another, when you get up to the top of the mountain, you can't see anything? Maybe the clouds in, it's raining, I don't know, all these common things that tend to happen in Scotland. And I'm guessing if you do live in Scotland and are watching this and go to the hills, I'm pretty sure the answer to that question is yes. Anyway, on today's adventure, I was heading back to a mountain which I'd been told that there was absolutely brilliant views from the summit of, and in the last few times I'd been up it, the weather hadn't been quite so good. I headed up the night before for an early start to avoid the crowds, and got the car parked up, or the van parked up, and settled down, or tried to settle down because something happened just as I was parking up, as you'll soon see. Right, I am, let me just shine my torch, hopefully you can see me. There's my van, just there, and I'm behind the camera, and I've not done a bit to camera yet, because I got into the van, checked my phone, and there was an aurora alert, and you can just about see it on the camera here. Unfortunately that's looking to the northeast, and there's a big mountain to, let me just see if I can swing around. This big mountain here is actually Ben Anlochan, and that's north, so unfortunately I'm not getting the best of it, but you can see there's a wee bit of an aurora happening, so I'm going to take some pictures and I'll report back in the van later on. So yeah, lovely, what a way to start the adventure. Okay, well I was hoping to do this piece to camera inside the van as soon as I'd parked up, but I got, I think I maybe did a wee bit to camera there. There was an aurora notification came through, and although from the location I'm at the moment I don't have a view north because there's a big mountain there, there is a valley that runs sort of north to east, well northeast, anyway, a view northeast, that's what I'm trying to say. And on the camera the aurora was picked up. You could just about see it with the naked eye. It wasn't anything spectacular, but I suspect if there's anybody out there on this evening with a view north, there's going to be nice northern lights, which once again means nothing because this video will be some point in the future by the time I get round to editing it. Anyway, it is, what time are we at? 10:30. I'm going to go to my bed soon. Gerry's coming and meeting me tomorrow, and we're going to go up a mountain. And the last time I was up this mountain, I was with Gerry, and he promised me at the top, or he told me at the top, there were views of, I'm sure he said the Eiger, even Everest, Anadablum, loads of things, a good view anyway. So I'm hoping that tomorrow we're going to get a good view, because the last time we were here it was pretty manky. So yeah, I'm going to shut up now. I'm going to get the bed set up, and I'm going to get my head down, and it's quite, I think Gerry's meeting me about 7 o'clock, so pretty early, just about sunrise at this time of year. So good night, and I'll see you in the morning, which will be a couple of seconds for you and a good few hours sleep for me. Right, night night. Let's get this down. Very tight. Five people. You cover a nice sunny day. No, windy wet one. Looking down there, you've got the Eiger, Abadablum. Where's Everest? Everest that way as well. On a clear day. So when you go up here, you'll see everything. Anyway, right here. A restless night full of evil mountain dreams passed by, and soon the morning arrived, and it was a cold, crisp one. I had literally just finished my coffee and breakfast when I heard the sound of Gerry's car arriving. The birds were singing and the frost was heavy on the ground, and it did look like it was going to turn into one of those days in the hills. So we set off. I'd love to say we set off with a spring in our steps, but we didn't, and the evidence for that will come later. But we headed off anyway, unsure at this point whether we were going to make the summit, which sounds strange on such a nice day, but all will be explained as the video goes on. Need to get my gloves back in the bag. Will we stop here?
Yep, sounds like a good place.
Perfect, right. Yeah, cracking morning, isn't it?
Fantastic.
Let's stick these gloves away now. Don't even need them. Oh, right. Good morning, everyone. What a glorious morning in the Arakan Alps. And we've got Mr. Gerry has joined me. How are we?
I'm fine, yeah.
Yeah. Tell you what, I was having nightmares last night, Gerry.
All right.
Kept having these nightmares of the north face of the Eiger
All right.
and Everest and all these sort of things. I don't know, somebody told me the last time I was up here that there were great views, and I think it might have been yourself. But
I think the last time we were here, you couldn't see your hand in front of your face, so,
yeah. So
we had to.
I mean, I'm not sure, but if only there was some sort of guide or guidebook.
Well,
that could
funny
tell
you
us all
should
this.
say that.
Oh, really?
And there'll be an advert for Daz in a minute as well.
Daz, oh right.
But
my white's white.
This is the book you need if you're coming up these hills.
You're joking. Let's have a look at
Now,
this.
this is called Day Walks in Loch Lomond and the Trossachs.
Wait a minute, what was that? Day
Walks, Loch
Lomond
Lomond and the
and the
Trossachs. It's by Vertebrate Publications.
Vertebrate Publications.
You can buy
Oh, wow.
it from their website or
Right.
Amazon
Right.
or any good bookshop.
Okay.
If the bookshop doesn't have it, it's not a good bookshop.
Well,
So
I mean,
there you go.
My God, but wait a minute, who's the author?
It's this guy standing next to you. Guy
Oh,
you know.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You not bought this?
No, well,
Yeah.
I might have, I don't know, I'm not sure.
Anyway.
but that's amazing.
The point is, in this book here, this is the Technicolor Book of Dreams.
It is.
Right,
It does
and
everything, doesn't it?
It's everything. It's got maps, step-by-step descriptions, everything. And this hill that we're going up, which we won't tell them until we get to the top, features in this book. And if you were to buy this book, it's up to you, of
It's
course.
a
But
bargain,
yeah, if you were to buy
purchase.
this book and take it with you, you would not get lost in a hill like this, you know.
No, perfect.
And not only that, when you're at the top of this hill and you take this book out, it gives you a 360 degree of all the views that you can see. So we'll maybe do that later.
Does it mention the Eiger?
No, it doesn't.
Buy now. Subliminal messaging. Buy now. Buy Gerry's book.
To hell with subliminal, mate. This is in your face.
What are the chances? I mean, I can't believe that. I mean,
I know.
it's almost been written in the stars.
Exactly.
That,
Well, there
so.
you go. Well,
So there's the first bit of advertising you've ever seen in this channel. There
exactly.
you go. And
That's not true.
Yeah.
First bit of deliberate in-your-face advertising.
I've told Daz that I'm only going to wear my whites
right.
once a year.
Exactly.
Anyway, right.
Yeah.
After that little advertisement interlude, we're not far up the hill. This has genuinely been sponsored, this video, and it's not by Gerry's book, but by ibuprofen, isn't it? Because we'll tell you a bit about that in a wee while.
This is a rehab walk.
It's a rehab walk, it is indeed. So we're going to get the bags on, and we're going to get cracked on. So
I
we'll
don't know if
report
you
back.
guys can see in the background, the view up Glencroe is fantastic. There's a bit of ice on the top of Loch and Restal, and Ben and Lochain looking fantastic. Oh, I'm almost giving it away.
I know, it's like you've been here before. Right, shall we make a move? Yeah, we'll get this on and then we'll crack it. What a morning though. It's just a shame we can't be on a bigger day today, but
Yeah, well, hey-ho. I could have been, but I think
might have done more damage.
I think I would have, yeah. So far my foot's enjoying these boots, so.
Good stuff, right, let's crack on. After our wee advertisement interlude, we cracked on. I don't think I'll get a job as an actor on that wee bit's basis. But anyway, it was a lovely morning, and do go out and buy Gerry's book to support him if you can. It's a cracking wee book if you're thinking of heading out in the national park.
In this day and age,
No,
where
I know.
everybody's using phones.
Yeah, and online stuff as well, I think. Look at that view. Was that Glencroe, did you say?
So that's looking down towards Glencroe
Yeah.
and look at Ben Lomond.
Oh wow,
Look at Ben Lomond.
absolutely beautiful. What
That
a
is
morning.
stunning.
Cobbler as well sticking out in it. So
What was that?
the cobbler sticking out. Looking good.
Okay.
Beautiful. Ooh, beautiful. Right guys, so yeah, this is the route ahead, isn't it, Gerry?
Yeah, so there's a nice wee flat section and then it gets nice and rocky. You can maybe just make out the path that kind of zigzags across a steep slope, and then we'll show you later on, but once you get up on there, nice rocky, and there's a wee down climb, nice wee scramble, and then a nice easy walk onto quite a flat top. But
Yeah.
unlike your previous visit, or your most recent visit, you should see something today.
Yeah,
Unless
fingers crossed.
Unless I've jinxed it.
Views from the top. And there's a really, as you say, the rocky features really, we'll do a bit to camera there, but this is I suppose it's, I don't know if your book mentions this, but maybe a half-day route or a shorter route.
It's a short route, yeah.
And beautiful, beautiful winters, late winter, early springs day, and you were meant to be up the bend today, weren't you? You were going to be doing a big route in the bend.
So I was supposed to be going ice climbing on the bend today, but I've been out twice this week on axe and crampons, and I'm carrying, as you know, a reconstructed foot.
A reconstructed back.
And it's reminding me, the foot especially is reminding me that there's only so many miles left in it. So it's a bit like your knee. So we're kind of I don't know what you would say, invalid's day out.
Invalid's day out, and we should really do a wee stop now to thank the sponsor of this video, and it's not Gerry, it's
British Association of Orthopaedic Surgeons.
I was going to say ibuprofen, painkillers, you know,
Yeah, well.
some sort of paracetamol day out for the OAPs. So, but it's a beautiful day. I mean, even getting out today, and we're not rushing. We're taking our time. There's a wee breeze here now, but what a day! And unless something catastrophic happens and some sort of thunderstorm rolls in from the west that we can't see, we should see the Eiger, because you told me you could see the Eiger.
I'll tell you what, we'll get the book out and you can use that to orientate yourself.
Yeah.
At the moment I can see Benmore and Mull.
Okay, yeah.
Right behind you.
And behind that, is that where Everest is? No?
Yeah, if you keep going round.
All right. Yeah. Right, enough of this nonsense, let's go. Powered by ibuprofen, we headed on along the hill, and yeah, just looking forward to getting to that summit. I was really looking forward to seeing those views. I've been up this hill quite a few times and never seen them, but we had the small matter of a wee scrambly down climb before we got to the top.
Yeah, there's a wee step you need to use your hands. And behind you, Ben Lomond's got its kata on. You can maybe see that in an earlier picture, a nice streaming kata. That's one for you to look up, folks. Yeah. Anyway, this is a nice wee rocky step. I'll just head down, try not to fall to my death. So the last wee bit at the bottom is where the holds are the smallest. And a bit being schist, it's nice and wet sometimes, so traverse round this wee corner. Nice wee dribble of ice on that bottom bit for you, Murray. I think we managed that.
Yeah, this bit's probably the most interesting part of the mountain, I think.
Yep, lots of wee clefts and the likes.
Ooh.
Right.
Yeah, how do we get down here? Oh, we're stuck.
We're stuck.
We'll go back.
There's killer chasms everywhere. Big holes to fall all the way to the centre of the earth.
Oh, there is, isn't there, Gerry?
It's quite a scenic area, but
this is probably the bit, I think, as I just said, is most interesting in the mountain, isn't it?
It's certainly very scenic.
One of the big crevasses. There's lots of crevasses on this mountain, and if you watch the last video, you'll hear Gerry talking about an old story when you come up in the snow and you couldn't see them.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, it was like being in a minefield. Nobody'd been up and there was fresh snow, but I think I refer to that in the book as well, believe it or not, but I actually turned around because...
The book? What book's that?
Oh, did we mention...
It's the day trips in Loch Lomond. Sorry,
you
carry on.
You can overdo something, you know. But yeah, it wasn't on this bit, it was further down. I knew the holes were there. I couldn't see them because we were under about 15 centimetre fresh, untrodden snow. And it was like, is my leg going to go down, or am I going to go down?
Yeah.
And some of the holes here would swallow you.
Yeah. Rock slope failure is what it's caused. Look up in Google, but there have been accounts of people losing dogs seriously down these. So if you're bringing a dog up, keep it on the lead, because they have gone down there and not come back out. So
take an opportunity to stand at the edge and look down some of the big ones. It's horrifying.
It's like being on the glacier, isn't it? So
anyway, we better crack on. There's some people behind us.
Get a bit busier now. Let's go.
Right.
Almost there. This is the moment of truth. The views.
You're in for a treat when you look over here. The fjord land of Argyll.
Oh wow. Wow. Cheers, Gerry.
Well done, Murray.
Thank you, ibuprofen.
Good to see the knee back out on the hill.
I know. Fantastic. Wow.
Isn't it lovely?
What loch's that then?
That's Loch Goyle.
Oh, Loch Goylehead, and that's the Ben Vula.
Ben Vula, that's
Ben Vula.
it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this loch over here?
That's Loch Fyne.
I'll tell you what, why don't I bring the camera up so the viewers can see what we're talking about?
Loch
Sorry
Fyne.
guys, I'll bring you over. Oh, I think it's probably best if it's hand told, because then I can spin round and show people the view. So this is the top of
Ben Donich.
Ben Donich. And
the Evil Mountain, and fantastic viewpoint. And today you're actually getting to see something, even though it's a wee bit hazy.
Yeah.
There's some lenticulars forming.
Yeah, over here.
So, shall we do the 360 that you never got the last time?
Yeah, let's do it, Gerry. Right, you want to point out, and I will
let's
move.
start with my old friend here.
Right, hold on,
Right behind you.
Sorry, this is very unsteaming boots light. Oh, there we go, perfect.
So right over there is Ben Lomond that we can see, and if we go clockwise to the right of Ben Lomond, in the near distance there is the Brack. Cheers. And then if we come along past the Brack, we've got Ben Riach, Tulloch Hill, and in the distance the Luss Hills.
Oh yeah, that's in the middle, that's like quite far away there.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then nearer with the flat summit is Knockconich, one of the newest Corbetts. And then we're looking down to the Firth of Clyde, and below us we can see Loch Goyle running in.
So my finger, I'm sorry, I'm animating with my finger.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
And if we keep going round, the prominent jaggy mountains in the distance are Arran.
Well, I don't know if we'll see them. I've not got a zoom on this, so we might not pick those out, but they are there.
Arran is visible.
Just over there.
And then we come past the hills above.
I'll let you walk in front of me so I can get you into.
Yeah, we come past the hills above Loch Goyle, so we get Ben Vula, and beyond that in the distance is Ben Moor of Argyll. And then you might not see it with the lens it's on, but the Paps of Jura are visible.
Over there?
Yep, the Paps of Jura.
I can concur, I can see them, but as I said, I've got the prime lens.
And then we can see the next body of water running down is Loch Fyne.
Yeah.
And then if we come past Loch Fyne, it's an area of elevated flatland. Beyond that you can make out Ben Moor and Mull.
Oh yeah.
And then if we come round, we're looking towards the northwest now. The prominent range, which unfortunately has got a bit of cloud cap on it, is the Cruachan range.
Yep.
And then we come round past Cruachan, and most immediate neighbour is Benenlochain.
Great hill, that one just there, finger
fantastic
arrow.
Hill, quite a nippy wee hill in winter.
Yep.
And then to the right of Benenlochain we can see Ben Louis, and then Ben Oss.
These are these
Ben
ones just in here. Yeah.
And then in the near ground we've got the highest of the Arrochar Alps, Ben Eam, with the smaller peak of Ben Levain just in front of it. And then to the right of that you can see the top of Stabinian, Benenlochain.
It's pointing out. And then you've got Ben Cobbler.
Then you've got Ben Narnheim with a flat summit, and then the south peak of the Cobbler, a big fang. And then we come back round past Ben Lomond.
Right, we better shop because there's people coming, they'll be wondering what we're doing. Right,
what's going on up here?
Gerry. That's a nice wee spot you've got there, Gerry.
Aye, this is just at the right height for sitting on.
That's taking us, what, about an hour and a half, 2 hours with our filming.
It's got to be the longest ascent of Ben Donich ever.
You can blame me.
But
We were taking it easy as well, weren't we?
it's not a day to hurry. How's the knee?
Yeah, it's. Ask me in about half an hour into the descent.
Still attached.
It's still attached. The lighter boots today have certainly helped though. Well, you can tell it's still winter because it's a bit chilly once you stop, isn't it? And there's a wee
Cold,
breeze at
isn't
the top here.
Yeah, cold.
Get my wee jacket on. But couldn't have asked for better. That weather's been fantastic
It's
today.
stunning.
Beautiful. As you've seen, Gerry wasn't wrong. The views were absolutely stunning. So we found a wee spot just out of the wind and sat for quite a while to soak in those views for a bit longer before deciding to head down. Just gives it a wee edge over other places. There's a big raven at the summit there.
Yeah.
Friendly raven. Right, shall we get going?
Let's head.
I'll get them all.
Let's go, go, go.
This is the big test for the knee and the foot and the back. And
I will see how the knee and the foot do it.
so, although I was a wee bit disappointed that I couldn't see the Eiger, or Everest for that matter, from the summit of Ben Donich, the views were equally as good. Just keep this one for a good day. It's sometimes easy to keep the shorter routes for bad days, but the views from the summit of this mountain are certainly worth keeping for a fine, crystal clear day like it was today. Anyway, all that was left to do now was to descend, and I didn't really film much of the descent because unfortunately my knee really started to play up. You can't really see it here, but by the time I got back down to the van, I was very, very glad to stop, to be at the van and stop walking. My knee wasn't good, let's put it that way. Right, well, as you can see, that's us back at the van and the beast. That was what a day it's been, isn't it?
It's been lovely, very spring-like now. It's really warm.
Yeah,
Glenn.
yeah. It's one of those days, sort of late winter, early spring, and it's been perfect. I didn't do much filming on the way down. We got chatting to a nice couple going down the hill.
Glaciologist and his wife from France and Colorado.
Yeah. So I was limping a bit. My knee's not fixed, so yeah, we've been discussing that as well. So we'll see.
I think power tools are looming on the horizon.
Well, you said your garage. You've got a few B&Q things in there, haven't you?
I got a vice from Aldi, so we just clamp your knee in it, and it can't be that difficult.
Have you got like a stick that I could put in my mouth to bite down on?
We've got a bottle of whiskey.
That'll do it. Perfect. Excellent. Anyway, you don't want to hear me moaning about my knee, but what a day. Fantastic. Hope you enjoyed the video. Stay classy.
What? Pitlockery.
No, Loch Head, that's the closest one.
Stay
Stay classy,
Loch
Loch Head. Yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.